Took my family away from my Carolina home. Had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. We were digging and shifting 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Dance hall girls were the evening treat. Empty cartridges and blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man she couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Waiting for me there. Waiting for me there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, 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 YouTubers and friends, how are all of you? And I see a bunch of Jersey History Hunter peeps in here, which are also Flash fam. Um, I have a great guest, personal friend tonight, my friend Audra, the Jersey History Hunter. Um, Unfortunately, Toledo Jess is only in the chat room tonight. He's a little under the weather, or quite a bit under the weather. Rose is running late, and Dano the Mano's at work. So bear with this blonde guy this evening. But ask Jesse. The show must go on. And let's get into this and head over to the other set. Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dano, the Treasure Vixens, and I. Oh, and if you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. I thought I checked all those buttons too. Oh, you had an awesome weekend, it looked like. Our friend Deej was with you. Metal Pirate Girl. Yeah, good. And, uh-oh, my chroma key's acting up. And I don't think I know the other two that were with you.
It was Dawn and Shelly. They have a Facebook group. They do live streams on Facebook, and it's called Can You Dig It?
Can you dig it? That reminds me.
Awesome.
Whenever I hear that, though, I think of Warriors. You remember the movie from a few years, decades back? Warriors, they were.
Warriors come out to play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to watch that stinking movie every time I went to New York. I don't know why, but I did. But I
Me
like
too.
it. And it's one of my son's favorite movies. You bet, Rob Random. Warriors, come out and play.
That was a good one movie. I like that movie.
Wait, what's this? I see Nancy in the room.
Heck yeah.
She's a super mod. Not quite the
Nancy's an
word.
awesome digger, man. I got to dig with Nancy too. Not too
Uh,
long ago over at Dig Stock.
yeah, that looked like a real fun gig. A lot of people there. Looked like it would have been a good time. That's
Yeah, it
for
was a blast.
sure.
And then we went to Mike Mallyman 24. He's here. He had to get together. And there was a bunch of people there. Nancy was supposed to come there too, but last minute couldn't make it, unfortunately. We missed her.
Uh, Mike, yeah, Emmy Lyman's a great guy. Uh, you say Mally Man, I say Emmy Lyman. And same, one and only, Michael. I bet you he's a blast to hang around with. He's just
Absolutely.
just from his videos and stuff and his posts and stuff, he just looks like he has a really killer sense of humor, a really good guy hanging out with. Ambient Girl, the world's most greatest female mod. And then, of course, Mr. Lodak, the world's greatest moderator. um, Boy, it's been a while since we've had you on, Audra.
It has.
So, what's new with Audra and Jersey History Hunter?
Not really much new. Same old digging, hanging out with friends. Live streaming on Tuesday nights at 7, right before you.
Well,
And then we
it's
read your channel.
It's great being next door neighbors with you in time slots.
It's awesome.
It's good to see you back live again. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I never can stay your whole show.
I totally understand.
And then Deej has a really good show from 5:30 to, what is it, 6:30 or so? And
She usually stops at like 6:45-ish, between 6:30, 6:45.
give a little break before they raid
Yeah.
your show.
Little intermission, and then we raid your show. It's a busy night. It's a busy night. You know, and then Monday night you got Nancy. We love her show. Monday
Yeah,
night.
I'm gonna have to talk to that young woman. She was supposed to have been a guest a while back, but she kind of took a hiatus from it all, in which I can understand. So we gotta
Yeah, we all
reschedule
need that
you.
now and then.
We gotta reschedule you. Oh, I don't know. Yes, 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 and yes, except Tuesday night Hangout Live. I have last week, Audra, was the first time I almost canceled a show.
Really?
And June 22nd will be our 5 years of production, our anniversary.
That's amazing. And you know what, Ed, you live stream a lot. It's not just Tuesday night. You do other streams as well.
Yeah, I have my auctions once or twice a month, and I've had a couple of I was really sick the last couple of weeks. And
I hope you're feeling better.
well, I am, thank you. But Jesse has this thing that's super cold. And that's why he's not with you and it's with me. I'm hoping Rose, our magnet fishing vixen, will get in here and help me a little, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just glad I'm with friends.
Absolutely.
Pastor, Bobby Pastor, yes. Nancy rocks. Well,
Bobby Pastor is my awesome co-host.
That's why the name's so familiar.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Bobby does more. He has an amazing Facebook group called East Coast Metal Detecting. And
Okay.
it's a great group to join and awesome people.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I've come to find out the whole treasure hunt in hand. There's awesome people in every finger of it.
Absolutely. You know, I'm
Even
really
the
bummed I
middle
didn't get
one.
to come to your gold panning event.
Which one? You came to Gold Rush Days 2 seasons ago. Not this last one, but the year before.
Yeah, I wanted to come to last one. It's just too much going on. And next time I want to, because that was a blast. I loved it. I loved it. You guys were all awesome. Your family was awesome.
Oh, that was great having you as part of our camp.
It was
And
awesome.
I wish you would have found a little more gold. I'm glad you had fun on my dredge and hive anchor and stuff, but I wish you would have found a little more gold. But I'm
There might
stoked
be some gold in that pay dirt. We did a lot of dredging.
Yeah. If you haven't cleaned it all out yet, There could be. And then you won that Equinox 600.
Yeah,
That was a
I was
nice
very
turn.
happy with that.
Well, I bet. I know my 800 was not including my extra coil and shaft. That was $800. I I got a $99 discount on it, but then I bought the 6-inch coil for prospecting with an extra shaft from my friend Drew over at relicrecoverist.com. I got it from him and Jocelyn.
Yeah,
Um,
I
but
saw him not too long ago too at a digging event up here by me
yeah, they were
with
gonna
my
come to Flash Bash, but they couldn't make it. That
bummer.
Jersey Shores thing or whatever it was
Yeah, my
earlier.
metal detecting group has every year they have a get together at the beach up here. So
Yeah,
he had a
didn't he
booth
have a
there.
booth there?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I
It
think I
was
saw
good.
pictures from you about it.
Oh yeah, probably. Yep.
Knox
I
Knox,
still have that
what's up?
Knox 600 I won.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it's still in the box.
you're pretty much a Garrett gal though, aren't you?
I love my Garrett AT Pro. I love it, love it, love it. But I did go and buy XP Deos.
Ooh, ow, ooh, that like hurts the wallet. Aren't they
Well,
like a
it was slightly
$1,200
used.
machine?
It was slightly used, and I bought it off someone, I forgot her name offhand, but from American Digger magazine, Shirley, I forgot her name, but slightly used at an amazing price. I could
Oh,
not say no. It was such a good price. I had to buy it. So
I
it's super light. It's like swinging air.
I saw a metal detectorist, two of them in this real old farmhouse on Route 66 here south of my house. Not the Route 66, it's State Route 66. And I pulled in, talked to them, gave them a card. They're like, "Oh yeah, we know who you are." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, here's a card anyway." And he was swinging an XP, and then I priced him, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I I'm surprised I bought the Equinox 800, tell you the truth,
Yeah.
I have an old Garrett Grandmaster. I have a Ace 250. I have the Go Find 60, is it? Might be the Go Find 40. And then I have a Fisher Gold Bag. What do I need with another detector? But I saw it and I wanted it, so I
You know
got
what?
it.
I didn't need it, but I really wanted something lighter because when I go in the woods for 6 hours or so hiking, and then
Yeah,
AT Pro is a heavy, heavy machine. It really is, and I'm not getting any younger, and it's getting heavier, I think. I don't know, but I had to get something lighter.
believe
And
me, the older you get, sis, the heavier stuff will get.
yeah, so, and I gave away a lot of my machines. I gave away like 3 of my metal detectors on my live streams or to friends or something. So I'm like, I can justify spending the money, right? I say
Excellent.
that's okay then.
Michael, thank you for the super chat. If you have not tried a Knox, what are you waiting for? I know my Knox helped me find 6.4 grams of gold nuggets in the California mother lode.
You know what? I tried the Knox and I still love my AT Pro.
Well,
The Knox is a great machine. It's all depends on if you like the sounds of the tones, if you like the feel of the swing, that's all. I like the XP Deos. But I
Yeah,
still love my
they
80
look
Pro.
really nice, and they're completely waterproof like the Knox also, right? To like 10 feet.
Not the Deos. The Simplex is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nope,
The
not
XP's
waterproof.
not waterproof?
No,
Ah, learn something new every day.
it should be for that price.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. You
So
hear
when are
that,
you gonna come to
XP?
New Jersey, Ed? Dude?
When I told Judy I need to get out and do some more stuff. I'm sure I could talk Judy and to heading over to Jersey, and I'd have to make her comfortable. So it's either get a motel room or pull our travel trailer. So
Yeah, we have hotels here. We have nice hotels here.
don't have a place I could park my travel trailer. But that way I
Not in my
wouldn't have
driveway. I don't think it'll fit in my driveway.
I wouldn't have to tow my travel trailer and I could drive straight through then, you know. So
I
uh,
forget how long it took us to get there. It was a few hours.
oh yeah, I bet. I bet you it was a few hours. I know for me to get from here to Massachusetts to my son's house is about 15 hours.
Wow,
I
that's a long drive.
even though you're quite a bit south of Massachusetts, so you're just south of New York. I
Just south. I'm connected to New York.
one of the few times I've driven in Jersey, I was living in Peekskill, New York. And yeah, I had my surfboard because I'd surf up in York Beach, Maine, and wherever I could see a little wave. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to New Jersey and go surfing. I went over the Bear Bridge and the traffic was so stinking bad. I drove, did a U-turn on the medium in the freeway and headed back home. I'm like, screw this shit.
Ah, yeah, that New York traffic is rough, but it's a shame because the surfing is pretty good here.
Come get you some pork rolled egg and cheese. I just might have to, Bobby. Ed, you look hobo enough to live in a cardboard box on Audra's Drive. Hey, whatever, Rob. Hey, even if she has a comfortable overpass somewhere, I mean, I'm sure I could find a good cardboard box to live in for a day or two. I don't think Judy would like that too much, though. Uh, she's
That's
uh,
my heater.
she's rather comfortable in the travel trailer, and uh, you haven't seen our new travel trailer yet. When you were at Gold Rush Days, we still had our pop-up.
Yeah,
But yeah, we have a
upgraded.
yes, we've upgraded, and then we passed that on to a prospecting friend of mine. He took over the pop-up, and so him and his kids are a little more comfortable. So
That's nice. Very
they're all
nice. Very
doing
nice.
Knox jokes. Practical Ken, welcome. I heard
Practical Ken.
I heard Sasquatch stole the Knox schematics from the factory. Could be. Gotta call up Harry and see if he can return it. Uh, I just did a little fundraiser Raz with the XP Patea pan. Uh, I I had two and I'll only use one. So I did a little fundraiser with that. Digologist, how am I? A lot better than I was a week ago. And yes, Bobby, Audra rocks. And speaking of rocks, your band got some awards over the summer,
Yeah,
didn't they?
yeah, we do a lot of festivals and fundraiser shows, and one of them that we play each year is called Elephants for Autism, and all their proceeds go to the music school for kids with autism. So every year they're based out of Atlantic City,
Mm-hmm.
and they have shows throughout the year. They have a huge community, and they have an awards show each year. So this year, my band, Autumn City, won top acoustic band, top track written by my singer, Aster Phoenix, Need to Remember, top percussion, which is my cajon player
Mm-hmm.
for drums, plays the cajon. And then I got top bass player for the first time ever that I ever got that award. So I was super excited about that.
You rock. That's I'm glad you liked the thumbnail for the show. I had to
I loved
have
it.
you out there playing your bass, and I you like punk rock too, and I wish that Sex Pistols shirt you were wearing in the other picture would have showed up better.
Yeah. You know, I still have that shirt. That was only like 3 years ago that picture was taken, and I still wear that, but I'll wear it again one of these days and get a picture for you.
Right on, right on. I used to have a Never Mind the Bullock shirt, but hell if I could remember where it's at. Judy says I have way too many t-shirts.
I
I
have way too many t-shirts. I
I
have like all my Digging Friends t-shirts, all my musician friends t-shirts. I have like you know, huge, huge t-shirts. And
I
then I'm in a photography group too. So then I wear like some of their stuff, which reminds me, I got a photography gallery show this Friday that I'm in. So if
oh,
you're in Middletown, New Jersey area this Friday, stop in Middletown Arts Center and say hello.
there you go, everyone. Make sure if you're around Middletown, Jersey, um, go visit Audra, show her some love for photography. I've seen some of your work on Facebook. A lot of it's really nice. I like the seascapes. I don't like
Yeah.
many pictures of people. I've always liked landscapes and seascapes
Yeah.
and mountains and lakes and oh, I'll drool over a waterfall. I love
Yeah.
waterfalls.
Me too. I love the landscapes and the sunrise and the
Mm,
water, like with the fog. But I think one of my favorite things to take photos of is in the fall when the things are dying and getting real close-ups of them. I just love that. I love those photos.
Iggy Audra? Well, if he's referring to, are you a Iggy Pop fan, Audra?
I like Iggy, you know.
Iggy and
Yeah,
the
I like punk rock.
Stooges?
I do like punk rock. I like the old uh, grunge. I like,
I like
the
it all and I
Ramones.
dislike a lot.
What was
I
that?
I like a lot and I dislike a lot.
Yeah.
If it
I mean,
sounds
either I
good,
like it or it's just not my thing.
right. Well, my music's pretty it varies quite a bit, especially on my mood. But I like stuff from classical to contemporary to metal to grunge to punk,
Mhm.
um, bluegrass. in
It
my
just
eyes,
depends if it catches you or not.
right, right, right. And even some hip hop and R&B and some jazz, but some jazz I don't get too
Decent.
into, but
Oh, I
like
like jazz too. I like some jazz. Oh yeah, I like The Cure for sure.
I like Cure. Yeah, I've seen Cure live and
Oh yeah.
but he brought Bobby brought up Iggy Audra. He said that in the room, and
I
I
like my
have
band.
I
I listen
saw
to
it,
my band mostly. That's about it. You know.
but I did see Iggy Pop playing. I believe Wendy O. Williams and the Plasmatics opened up
Wow,
for him
old
at
school.
Madame Wong's in Santa Monica, California. Uh,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. Oh, Wendy O. Williams. I think she even got arrested that show too, like almost
Probably.
every other show she's done.
I think I saw the Ramones at the CBGB's like one of the last times, or Patti Smith, just before they closed it down in New York.
Hmm. They hosted a lot of punk shows there.
Yeah,
I
there in the Stone Pony in Asbury, and now I get to play the same stage that they played on, which is awesome.
You probably never heard of any real West Coast venues, have you?
Not really. My singer has been out to California and played there a few times, but I haven't. We
Uh,
played East Coast.
Well, yeah, being from Jersey, I can understand why, but Madam Wan's, Sunset Strip, Santa Monica, Whiskey a Go Go,
Yeah.
Sunstrip Strip, Hollywood, Starwood. But I used to frequent a place called the Cuckoo's Nest in Costa Mesa, California. It was a punk bar.
Hmm.
Seen Suicidal Tendencies there, Black Flag, GBH, Adolescence, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
my singers mentioned a lot of that out there.
But yeah, good old days. They say hindsight's often 2020 or it's 2020, but like Dave Mustaine says, looking back for me, it's still quite a bit fuzzy.
Looking back to last week is fuzzy.
I've seen Black Flag at the Cuckoo's Nest,
Oh yeah.
particular, partic, blah, 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 blah. See, I told you, don't worry about it tonight, Audra, because most of my blonde's showing tonight. Um,
Mine too.
10, yeah, Black Flag, but it's weird. There's some I listen to now. I'm 60 years old now, and there's some I listen to, and it still gets me want to slam dance. No
Wow,
moshing
yeah.
for this old school boy. We slam dance back in the day. And but some of it I'm like, what the effing did I ever see in this band? Was I that angry then? Apparently so. Apparently so. but
Yeah, I wonder that
the
about myself
Violent
sometimes too.
Femmes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wonder that about some of the bands I played in. I'm like, what was I thinking?
Right, right. Yeah, I think we mellow out a little with age, huh,
Yeah,
Audra?
definitely.
We might have our punk roots still, but we mellow with age. But like,
I'm really happy with this band, though. Like everything about it, I love.
that's right, Ken. Slam dancing, bloody lips, and lots of elbows and knees, going all over, a bunch of circle jerks slamming in a room,
I
or
used to do some crowd surfing and stuff too. I know.
eh, or should I say dirty rotten imbeciles slam dancing around a room. Um, Mosh pits, I go backwards in mosh pits. I'm like a salmon going upstream in a mosh pit. I never really understand going in a circle one way, and slam dancing around, but I went upstream.
Yeah, I
Uh,
stuck to crowd surfing. Mosh pits are a little too rough for me.
Crowd surfing? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that
been
was always
passed
fun.
around before. It's funny though when you do a stage dive and the crowd catches you and you crowd surf and someone else does it and the crowd moves.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's always fun. Whoops.
Some fat guy goes, "I'm gonna stage dive, catch me!" Whoop. That happened to a really big friend of mine in high school. No one caught him. Poor guy.
Oh
It looked
no.
like it hurt. I think that's was during X show. Um, I'm sure you know John Doe and Exene of X. Um, Up at Whiskey A Go Go on the Sunset Strip. Oh boy, I'm surprised I even remember some stuff. Oh man.
To
How
dive
I
and detect. Hello.
how I got home from places like that surely amazes me. I lived a good 30-minute drive from there with no traffic. Dive and detect. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know we usually meet and greet all of you and say hi to all of you awesome people, but forgive me, it's just me and Audra tonight. And Rose she had a Zoom thing going on with her daughter and music. Her daughter's autistic and she's a very accomplished musician from what I found out during their last live.
There you go. That's
And
awesome.
she's won some awards and stuff. And I think that's totally,
That is
totally awesome.
amazing. And that's
Totally
what my
awesome.
band does. We do shows that support autism
Yeah.
with Elephants for Autism, and that's
Boy,
who ran
Ken's
the org
dropping
show.
some great bands too. Misfits, they're great. Dead
Oh yeah,
Kennedys,
Misfits.
Holiday in Cambodia.
Dead Kennedys, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very cool. Patti Smith. I always like
Oh,
Patti Smith.
I like Patti Smith. I like the Runaways, Joan Jett. Uh,
I hung out with Joan Jett a few times.
oh,
I
really?
got to hang out in her trailer with her drummer and her bass player. I was friends with Tommy, the drummer, Tommy Price. I was friends with his brother. So I was hanging out in the trailer and they made me coffee backstage after the show. We didn't drink
Cool.
alcohol. We drank coffee. They didn't drink alcohol. You think they would backstage, but no.
So how was she? Was she cool?
Yeah, she was very cool. She hung out. She gets a little moody, but if she's in
Well,
a good
don't
mood,
don't we all?
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
we all? But
She was in a good mood and she signed the set list and I gave it to my singer and because she came and I brought her back and we had a blast. It was awesome. Even with the music, like with the detecting, I love the community. I love the people. That's what my show is all about. And it was, I don't want to stray from that. I'm not about subscribers. I'm not about likes or dislikes. I really could care less. I love the
community.
people. And I love that with the music too, the people.
That's
So
cool.
it's
I
always
I
always a good time.
I'm glad you're really enjoying 'cause you took a hiatus for a while from music, if I recall right?
Yeah, I took a break when I bought my house. I had to totally gut it, and it was just I didn't have time, and it was just too busy, and so we all took a break, and then things calmed down. We got back together, and we picked right back up where we left off, and it's actually better, I think. I think we've all grown a little as musicians and people, and I think it reflects in the music. And I just love my singer writes all the songs, and love the lyrics. So then we each put our part in, and it's just so much better than it was. That I think we needed that little break.
I think Practical Ken's an old punker. Agnostic front. He said he liked Suicidal Tendencies so much he said them twice, but I still get into their stuff. And yes, Paul, Joan Jett does rock. I like her a lot better than Lita Ford too.
Oh, me too.
I had a crush on her when I was a kid listening to the Runaways, old Cherry
Let me
Bob.
get that link. Am I a mod here? What's up?
I think you are a mod.
I can share my band link.
Did you here type something? I thought when you were on the show I made you mod.
I think so.
If you come up blue
No,
with the
I'm not a
ridge.
mod. I'm not blue. What?
Oh, what?
What?
I can change that real quick, Audra. There. Ta-da.
Where's Nancy? Somebody share my band page, will you?
You can do it now. You can do it.
I gotta do it. 'Cause I gotta hear the band in the
No.
background.
And Bobby says, no, Ed, no.
I
Laugh
gotta
out
find it.
loud.
Here it is. I got it. 1 second. Bear with me.
Oh,
There we go. Yeehaw.
excellent. You're digging it, metal detected.
Thanks, Ed, for making me a mod. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. I'm just surprised you weren't already. Because I don't know. I thought I made you a mod when you were our guest. Usually I do if I make our guests mods. So they could drop links to their channel, their F-book page, and whatnot,
Yeah.
whatever else. I believe I'm already subscribed to. What?
I think you are, dude. I thought you were.
I thought I was subscribed to Autumn City.
Well, you know YouTube unsubscribes people here.
You know, every time I go to Bo's channel, I have to resubscribe to the Aqua Jigger. Every time. Every time I watch one of his videos on YouTube, I have to resubscribe.
Yeah, they do that to me sometimes too. So Ohio Relic Hunter is asking when I'm going to show off some finds. I actually share my finds on my Facebook group page every week. I have finds every week.
And I'm sure
My show
you're
is about
on
other
her
people, so-
page. I'm sure you're on her Facebook page too. That is a detectorist from Eastern Ohio, Bill Marsh.
He rocks. He does rock. He comes to my chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, but I don't share my stuff on my show because my show is about other people. I like to share their finds. I'll share my finds on my Facebook group page, Jersey History Hunter, and friends, because it's all about the friends.
Well, now you're on my show, Audra.
I
So
got lots of finds.
I'm sure you have some wicked treasure porn within hand reach somewhere.
I got stuff you've seen before within hand reach.
Oh, no new stuff?
Not in with the hand reach. It's all in there. I mean, this is a golden amethyst brooch.
Ooh, that's pretty. How deep was it?
Like 6 inches in the woods.
In the woods, huh? Is it real gold or plated?
Yeah, it's 18 karat. And I took it to a jeweler and he cleaned it for free for me and he offered me $800.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
I
I
probably
don't
would have
sell my
sold
stuff,
it.
sir.
I sell my gold. Bunch of my viewers have bought it. Now I
I
have to
got
go
a
find more. That's cool. That's cool.
powder flask.
Ooh.
I got both sides. I got all the coinage, KG2s, reals, largies, except I don't have like,
And the Nova.
yeah, I don't got the Nova, whatever it is.
I have one. No, I didn't dig it.
I got some finds up on the wall. I got an 1879 German pistol. Last weekend, I got a largie, a KG2.
Did
Last
Karen
weekend, I
find
went
that pistol
bottle
with you
digging.
in the woods? I thought I
The
saw
what?
her holding up a picture of a pistol.
Oh, you want me to get it? It's right in the other
Metal
room.
Pirate Girl?
Oh, Metal Pirate Girl got a toy gun.
Oh, it was a toy gun? Was that in a bottle dump or in a dump?
Yeah, we all went to the bottle dump, and she got an amazing marmalade jar too, ceramic, very cool with all the writing on it.
Oh, cool.
And I got nice bottles. Deej got nice bottles. Can You Dig It got amazing bottles and a car, very cool car. I like the relics better. So like,
If when I come visit you, will you take me bottle digging, dump digging?
yeah, absolutely.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go get the gun real quick. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
It'll take me a second.
Hey, Coffee Talking Tech, how are you doing? How are you and AJ? Hey, Ahum with CJ. How are you, my Canadian friend? Hope all is well. Well, our friend Audra is back with her German gun.
It don't even fit in the screen.
Look at that thing.
She was home.
That's a nice view. And I just got word, hot news off the press. My lost Siamese Shiva is home.
Pew pew.
We were missing her for about a week. Yeah, that's a cool gun. And you
Nice.
dug that in the woods, huh?
Yep. Yep.
So, what history have you found out about it? It's a German gun.
Yeah, it's an 1879 German Reich revolver. It's the first gun of this type with safety. And I took it to a gunsmith to restore it a little bit, but I didn't want it. I wanted it to still look dug,
Right.
but it's functional now and preserved a little bit.
Ooh.
So
Have you
we had
test
it for 3
fired it
months.
at all? Did he test fire it?
No, we didn't restore it that well. But he didn't charge me one bit, and he had
Really?
it for 3 months
Wow.
working on it.
That's cool
So
of him.
it was awesome. So we did a video of all the steps because he sent us pictures of each step. And then we did a video of his shop because, you know, that was so cool of him. So he was an
Bobby
awesome
said
guy.
test fire it at him. Oh, wait. Do not test fire it at me. Oh,
Have a great night, Paul.
I gotta run. You all have a great evening. You too, Paul, Belinda. I hope to meet them someday too.
Oh, they're awesome.
I know you
Nice.
headed down yonder to visit with them when you were at Gold Rush days.
Yeah, we spent a few days with Paul and Belinda. They let us stay at their house. They were so nice. You know, we had an amazing time. We had so much fun, and Paul is amazing cook, and Belinda's amazing cook, and it was just amazing. It was
Well,
great.
you know, there's that thing called Southern hospitality, and it is quite a
It's
real
true.
thing. Terry Courier says, "What does it
It's
weigh? Do you know
it's
the weight?"
heavy. You
It's
know, I haven't weighed it.
it's it's freaking heavy, she
It is
says. It's
friggin' heavy.
heavy.
I don't know what caliber. It's a 6 shooter, but
The official weight is it's heavy and it's a cylinder, it's a 6 shooter revolver.
yeah, I don't know how. It's a few pounds. It's heavy. I would not want to carry that on my hip. It's it's
I
heavier than my AT Pro. I'll tell you that. That's heavy.
Right on. Excellent, excellent. So, if I invited you and a friend to come visit us at Flash Bash, would you make an attempt and join us this year at Flash Bash or this
I
coming
would
year?
I would absolutely. I was planning on trying to make it anyway. So but I
Well,
would love to come.
Flash
Which friend you
Bash,
talking about though?
whichever one you want.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
my choice. All right. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Flash Bash is the first weekend in June. Just it's been that weekend from the conception of Flash Bash. So 3 years now it's been on the first weekend of June, and Flash Bash 2022 hopefully will be as good as the rest.
Yeah,
Uh,
I had a blast at Flash Bash. You know, I had
that
so much fun.
was Gold Rush days.
Oh, Gold Rush days.
Now
Yes, yes.
that's more of a big event with people from all over the East Coast. Flash Bash is more of you could talk to Deej about it. Her and Dawn went to Flash Bash. They also came to Gold Rush days, but I couldn't I was a vendor and I thought I could get them into our camp like we did with you, and it just didn't work out that way. But her and Dawn had a great time nonetheless. But Flash Bash is more like a hangout. Uh, most of the people there are YouTubers, and we hardly get any filming done because we all sit and kick back and enjoy everybody's company. We
Yeah.
all do some gold prospecting. We think about a treasure hunt. We think about, oh, maybe a skills contest with metal detecting, but it's more of a social event than like a dig event or something. But from what I understand, everybody has a great time.
From what I hear, everybody has a great time, and I would absolutely love to hang out with everybody and just chill.
Well, I'm sure Toledo Jess, if you're still in the room, I'm sure he's game for it. Uh, First VIP spot goes to our friend Audra the Treasurer, the Jersey History Hunter. Right
Yeah,
back
thank you,
at
babe.
you, sis. Right back at you.
Love you guys. Toledo Jess and Dano too, and the Vixens, they all rock.
Heavy Metal Detective, he was at Flash Bash 2021. He says Flash Bash is a meeting of the minds. And pretty much, yeah. We just all enjoys everybody company. If you want to film, they film. Um, I don't. I haven't the last 2 years. I bring all my gear,
Yeah.
but that's where it stays in the bag. They call me
Yeah.
Squirrel. They call me Squirrel because I'm a squirrel here, I squirrel there, squirrel over there.
You
set
know what I
some.
tend to do a lot? Like some of the events I go all, prepared to film a lot. And most of the time, all I do is take a lot of selfies with everybody because that's one of my things. I love to take selfies with everybody and then make a video out of that because I
Right
love the
on.
people. So
Well, it's definitely the
we want
people that keep us doing this, huh?
absolutely.
It's amazing all the awesome people that I've met and have come to know since my YouTube journey has started. Uh,
It's true. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have been able to meet all these awesome people.
yeah, and Digologist is gonna come join us at Flash Bash. And
Awesome, dude.
why the heck my chroma keys messing up?
And something with your lighting doing that, right?
It seems like every time I move far away from my camera or close up, I never change my lighting at all.
Oh yeah.
Everything's all the same as it is every week. But you know technology, you're an
Mm,
IT tech.
yeah.
1 week it's fine, the next week it ain't.
No rhyme or
Digologist,
reason.
thanks for the super chat. Flash Bash Cash. I will be there. Nikki, another friend of ours from the land down under. Hi, hun. How are you? I hope all is well and you had a safe and sane Halloween down there. Ken says this metal detecting slash treasure hunting community has been awesome, very welcoming, supportive, and encouraging. That's right, and that's kind of like how this gold panning, do it yourself for the prospector on a budget to strictly gold panning has fingered out and kind of coined the hand type thing because we're all appendages of a treasure hunting hand. I don't care what
Absolutely.
finger you are. We have Scuba Sonya with, she's killing it on the knives and goodies, magnet fishing and scuba diving. And we have bottle diggers and detectorists. Um, and a lot of times they all morph anyway, because I like all the above.
I like all of it. I love it all. I do it
And
all.
the people are the best treasure of all about it. You know,
Absolutely.
like Ottis Farris is in the room. I met that guy and a bunch of awesome people when we went to California. The first day we were on the river on the South Yuba, met all kinds of great people. And a lot of them were also YouTubers. A lot of them weren't too, but
Yeah. Mhm.
that's, there's a reason why I say maybe one day too, I'll meet you on the river because it does happen, right, Audra?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
There is more. These guys are better than family. You're too good, Digologist. And
Yeah.
I'm going to be having Digologists on the show. We have to schedule that, buddy. It's going to have to be in February, though I'm booked until February, after February 1st. But his coin he found's going up on the auction block here
Oh,
this month, I think. He might end up being able to buy a brand spanking new boat. We might have to call him Rockefeller or something after he sells that coin, you know.
Bigologist rocks.
I met her at Pound the Ground. She is on my video trailer, Bob Pastor. Must be talking about you.
Yeah. Digala just rocks. He's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if he'll travel here from VA for Flash Bash.
Bobby rocks. You should have Bobby on the show too, my co-host. Bobby Pastor, he's got an awesome Facebook group, but I detect with him a lot. He's
I
like a brother
believe
too.
he's on my friends list already. I could be wrong, but I have like 2,500 friends on Facebook, and they're all treasure hunters of some sort.
Yeah.
Hey Bobby, have my people, your people get a hold of my people, and then we'll talk, all right? And as you know, when I say that, I'm talking about get a hold of me. But I do schedule quite far out. Um, like I said earlier, I'm scheduled all the way to February 1st. So uh, it
I'm
was,
your people, Bobby.
there you go. There you go. I just bought a 30-year-old Jeep Cherokee. Maybe you can get enough money for a paint job. Oh, I'm sure you'll do better than that. Maybe
That's a
even
nice that's a nice Cherokee, dude.
maybe even a new paint job and a new boat. Maybe a whole new Jeep Cherokee. Uh, make
I
sure it's
like those old trucks.
make sure it's older than the Kung Flu. It seems like things have been made really cheap ever since the Kung Flu started, and with the chip shortage and everything. Like the trailer we bought's a very good has a very good reputation of being built sound and stuff, but some of the RV groups and others that I belong to, they're like ever since you know, the back cold 19 started, um, the quality has really gone downhill because they've had such a rush on RVs, and now everything's so back ordered, they're working on them, just trying to push them out, and the faster you rush, the more corners you cut, and quality goes right down the toilet.
Down the
Amethyst,
drain.
how are you?
Hello,
Uh,
hello.
if you're hearing that tapping noise, that's my better half and producer, Judy, behind the Wizard of Oz screen behind me, um, feeding our cat that we just got home. They didn't try and sucker no money out of us, did they, honey? No. Okay, that's good.
Welcome home, kitty.
But she was really sick. Man, we've been so worried about her too.
Oh,
She usually sits in a tree every night when I come home and I go up and I pet her. Such a pretty cat. Why do those cats do that to you? Audra, I was never a cat person, and then we have cats, and then you're like, oh, stinking cats, and next thing you know, you like them, and
I
then
love my cat.
before too long, you start loving them, and they start being like your kids. And
Exactly.
we were worried sick about her, and we were almost giving up the ghost on her. And it's like if she comes back, she comes back. But we're for a week now, Judy's been walking at night and early in the morning. Sheba! I'd go outside, Sheba! Looking in wherever all her little hideouts, I'd be looking and searching. Oh my goodness.
They
But
are like part of the family.
they are. Uh, our fur babies.
They are.
Yeah,
And I told you, Digging with Deej spent the weekend here. And Mama Kitty loves her. Mama Kitty misses her. She's been meowing, looking for her, and Metal Pirate Girl, because
Is
they
that
both
the
stay.
black one, Mama Kitty?
She's gray and white. My poor boy Tuner was black one, passed away
Our
6 months ago.
our Burmese is Mama Kitty. That's what we
Yeah,
call it.
so she loves digging with Deej. She's part of the JHH show on Tuesday night. Mama Kitty.
Cool.
She's our other co-host.
Wonder if Mama Kitty's hanging out. She was hanging out a lot on my drone box. No, she's not back there. She's probably hiding somewhere. She's getting kind of old, though. I think we've had her 12 years now.
Wow.
18 years. Wow, time flies.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Mama Kitty's only 6.
but
She's a baby. Mama's a baby.
losing signal. Hey, you guys.
Hey,
Charlie, stand on your tippy toes. Doggone it. Well, Audra, it's 9 o'clock, and you said you had a busy night tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock is my bedtime usually. It's been a long weekend. You know, Flash, last 3 weekends I've had huge get-togethers.
Right.
From Big Stock to Connecticut with all those guys. I love them. And then this weekend with all those guys, I love them. And it's just been super busy. So sorry, I'm not as talkative as I normally am. But
Well, I've enjoyed our talk, you
I
know,
think
and
it's been a lot
we've
of fun.
seen your beautiful golden amethyst brooch, was it? Or was
Yes,
it a pendant?
amethyst and gold brooch.
And that was beautiful. I really like amethyst, and I believe that was a princess cut. So it was a nice piece of jewelry. Mayhem prospecting, son of a motherlode. How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Right on, Ottis. Right on.
It's always great to see you. I'm sorry the other guys couldn't make it.
Well,
Be great to see them, but
you
I'll
know,
definitely
I
flash back.
understand Rose. You know, it's her daughter. She has
Yeah.
something going on. And I know Rose is getting really busy. Their channels, oh, I would say by next year this time, easy. Even less than a year, they'll be at 10,000.
Oh yeah,
And-
man, they took off like fire. They were
and-
like, bam,
Yeah,
man.
and they're two great gals. They're sisters of another mother. You'll meet them at Flash Bash.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be cool.
But
Is that camping? Is that camping?
yeah.
All right, cool.
It's camping. So you'll be fine. You were fine last time at Gold Rush days.
Yeah, that was a blast.
We'll make you comfortable regardless. You know, if we have to go hijack someone's trailer, we'll make you comfortable. Don't hold me to that though.
I won't. I have a tent.
Well, I'll let you go. I know you told me when we talked about this that I could only get you for about an hour, and I'm like, first
Oh,
hour or
yeah.
second hour, and you're like, first hour. Thank you for having me at this double header with us, being on back to back. I know it's a chore. I know your own live streams work enough, you know, and then you come on mine.
It's a blast. I love you, dude, and I always enjoy hanging out with you.
We
And I
love you
love
too.
your family here and everybody. So,
Well,
Anytime. It's
they,
always a joy.
let me see a heart for Audra, everybody. Plaster that chat room with hearts. Show Audra your love. She's my sister and she rocks.
You rock,
Plays a
dude.
mean bass guitar too.
I'll bring my bass to Flash Bash. I have an acoustic.
There you go, because Music Man Mark Miller will be there with his acoustic,
All
six
right.
string, and maybe you could slap some bass to his top 10 chart song, Flash Bash.
Yeah. Hey, I'll bring my cajon because I also play the cajon and I'll do some drumming on there.
There you go. There you go. Look at all that love for you,
You guys
sister.
rock.
Look at all that love. Love you, Audra. Thanks for joining us.
You too,
And
Ed.
I'll let you get to sleep so you could do what you have to do and not be all burnt out while you're doing it.
Yeah. Thanks, Ed. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. I'll just turn this into an open line Tuesday and get some other family member to call in.
Good luck. Have
Thank,
fun.
thank you, sis. I greatly appreciate you coming on and joining us. Much love,
Thank you.
Audra.
Thanks, Ed. Have a good one.
You too, sister. All right, my sister of another mother, Audra. It was great having her on. It's always a pleasure seeing her. Let's see. I'm gonna open up the Zoom line, and if one of you guys or gals would like to call in and talk about what's new in your own little private Idaho or whatever you have going on. Try and fix my chroma key here. Please join me. But please be wearing your pants. Give a via, call in. You're moving, Nikki. Where you moving? Mr. Lodak, call in. Call in, Mr. Lodak. But, gotta crash, Ed. See you next week. All right, brother. Have a great one. Thanks, Digologist. I'm looking forward to find out more about your coin, how it did at auction. Oh, man. Baghdad, Arizona? Or Baghdad, Iraq, Persia? I am a proud member of the LGBFJB community. You betcha. Hey, Wes, how you doing? If Tom's close by, say hi to him. Tell Ed about our adventures in Washington, Ottis. Mayhem, I've been wanting to get a hold of you to be a guest. And we have our friend from down under, Nikki, joining us. Probably talk about her moving. Hi, Nikki. You're muted, hun.
Hello.
It's good seeing you.
You too. I am moving to Lightning Ridge, to Opal Country.
Really?
Yeah, so I haven't been on much lately because I've been packing my house and getting ready to go. It's all empty. It's emptying out.
Isn't Maple Ridge in like Ain't that like north of Melbourne or something?
I don't know. I'm going to Lightning Ridge, so it's
Or
still
I
in New
mean
South.
Lightning Ridge? It's still in New South Wales then? So it isn't,
Yeah,
it isn't, okay.
yeah, it's in New South Wales. It's about less than 200 k's from the Queensland border. So up and then inland 6 hours.
Okay, okay.
So sort of like desert, I guess.
So it is desert land?
Yeah,
Because
not
you're
much grass.
you're on the coast, so you're more green and lush there with a lot of rivers and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I know you're starting to get really busy with your group over on Facebook. You have lots of outings. I always enjoy the pictures. And you were out four buying not too long ago, I believe it was.
Out where?
Four-wheel driving,
Yeah, we
four by
did four.
four.
Yeah, we did 4-wheel driving. I've got a group camping trip coming up, so we're going back to Nundle, so collect more gold, Zircon Gully, the Nundle diamonds, which are like quartz crystals. We'll do some metal detecting, and then we'll be going to do the walk up the mountain to get the fossilized dinosaur poo again.
Fossil dinosaur poo. Wonder if
Hmm.
it's Biden poo.
No, the dinosaur apparently used to look like a wombat, but a wombat the size of a rhinoceros.
Could still be Bino poo. Biden poo.
Maybe.
That's right. Let's go, Brandon. It's a global wide chant nowadays. Yeah, you know about the U.S. phenomenon, Let's Go Brandon, don't you, Nikki?
No, no.
Okay. I even saw Aussie TikTokers talking about it today. Well, it's such a phenomenon here that even rappers are rapping about it and singers are singing about it and all that. Yeah, Sleepy Joesaurus. Right, right, right. When he
Mm,
was at the Vatican, he pooed his pants. So I thought where the Biden poo might have came from, the fossilized Biden poo. But
uh,
um,
well, there you go. I
the
haven't heard about it yet. So
there was a racer during NASCAR, right? I guess his name was Brandon. And everyone in the stands is like, F Joe Biden, F Joe Biden. Of course, I'm not going to say the real word what they're saying on this family friendly show I try to broadcast. If you want to hear me cuss, come to a different show, not Tuesday night, Ain't Out Live. But it's like F Joe Biden, F Joe Biden. They're chanting that. And the fake news anchor or broadcaster, whatever she was, anchor, was like, "Oh, let's go, Brandon! Let's go, Brandon!" And everyone knows it was like, "F you, Biden! F you, Biden!" Because there's a lot of pissed off Americans right now at the poop head in charge.
there
So,
you go.
or I puppet plan to be boss. I don't know. I think someone's playing with that marionette strings for sure. Because I can't see how he was got 80 million votes to save my life. But this ain't a political show.
No, it's not. um,
Do,
yeah, you can see packing boxes behind me over here.
well, it sounds like you are excited. Is your boy excited?
Yeah, he's excited. He is a little bit upset because he'll miss his best friend.
Well,
But
that's
we're
understandable.
Yeah, we've found out his best friend's moving town to a different town as well, so he's better about it now.
Is that town closer to where you're moving to?
No, well, we are moving. It's 10.5 hours away, and he's probably moving like 2 hours away.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll be all right. He'll be fine.
Oh yeah, he'll adapt, he'll adjust, he'll make new friends. And did you hook up on a opal claim?
No, my partner owns two opal mines at the moment, so move up there so it's easier for digging than if we all live up there.
Partner, like prospecting buddy partner or partner like partner, you know, I wink wink partner.
Wink, wink, partner.
Ah, okay, I get you. I get what you're throwing down. Right on, right on. Opals are such a beautiful stone too.
They are. So I move up there, and on the 19th the truck gets here, and on the 22nd we leave and start the drive up.
Well, JP, I know she goes to the bar a lot, buddy, but I haven't talked to Nikki in a long time. And I'm not always on Facebook. I go in there, I play my game for a while, I read a couple of things, and then I'm off. Sorry I've been so out of touch, Nikki.
That's okay. Yeah, well, I haven't been on for a little bit, and I've missed a few of the JP's bars as well because I've just been so busy with everything that's going on.
You
I
do have to
feel
send me
later.
your new address though, Nikki. Because believe
Yeah,
it or not, I still have a stuff accumulating right up there for you. So
yes, I'll send you my new address. So
one day it's gonna get to you as soon as you say, "No way in flipping creation is Ed ever gonna send me something," and then you'll get a box in the mail, and it'd be like, "Oh my God, he actually did. He wasn't lying through his teeth at me." But
well, I only know two things that are in there. That's it. Oh no, wait, three. I know there's a coin. I know
yeah,
there's an Indian arrowhead,
yeah,
and I know there's a purple pocket sluice.
yeah,
That's all I know that's in there.
yeah.
But that's all I know.
And I'll try to avoid stuff like Twinkies and American junk food or something, unless that's what, unless you want some. Even though we were, I think we're gonna get you the equivalent to Vegemite, but from here, our equivalent to your Vegemite, because actually after a while, that stuff, every time I ate it, it got better and better.
It does. The first ever time you eat it is normally the worst because you're expecting it to taste completely different than what it does.
Well, it kind of tasted a lot what I was expecting it to taste like. I was expecting it to be strong, salty, and not too pleasing. And that's exactly what it was. But the more I ate it, and it's better on bagels than regular toast, but it's actually not bad on rye.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I put when I make my own gravy from scratch at home, like I'll use whatever I had cooking in the pan, the meat. So I'll use the leftover meat flavor from the pan. They'll put hot water and flour and mix it in and make a gravy. But then I always put about half a teaspoon of Vegemite in there as well, and it makes the best tasting gravy ever.
well, when I come to Australia in some decade down the road, you'll you'll have to cook that
I'll make a
for me.
gravy.
make gravy, and we'll dig for opals and gold.
Nice.
Speaking of opals, my friend Bill Marsh, Ohio Relic Hunter, how does Nikki go about digging for opals? For the
For opal.
opals, yeah.
So basically, in the opal fields, there's a big machine and it's got this big round ball on the end with a long stick, and it drills a hole down into the ground. So the hole, probably, it's not that big, like you'll crawl down into it. It's big enough for you to
So,
crawl into, and it'll go down about 15 feet. There's one of the claims the boys have got, there's a level at 15 feet, there's another one at 32 feet, and then there's another level down at 80 feet down below the ground.
so they're actually hard rock mines in the ground. So
In the ground. You've got to
it's
climb down the ladder until you get to the level, and then once you get to that level, you start going sideways and
right.
going out into your claim and go, and you can stand up in there each level.
Okay, does it have a bunch of dunnage in there holding stuff up, or is it all just rock and the way they dug at it, or the weens to it?
When you dig out, and then you can stand up in there and you dig out your level as you're going.
Right.
You've got to put props up every so often. So you've got to prop up the roof, because the mines department will come in and inspect it, and if it's not up to spec, they'll shut you down.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
So
there is supports and stuff in there in like a lot of our mines. Hey,
yeah,
Thomas, folks.
yeah. So you've got to prop up and make sure everything's fine. Make sure it's not going to cave in on you. You've got to have an exit hole at the other end as well, and things like that.
V-dub bus on a budget. Oh, never mind.
I was going to say I can't see the comments, so
Mayhem Prospecting says some of those opals go for big bucks. Oh yeah, I'm sure they do.
yeah, you should see what the boys have to do to dig them out, though. You can't just go up and scratch at the wall. You've got to use jackhammers and all of that to get the opal out of the wall. It's like, so millions of years ago, when the opal was a liquid, it actually found its way through all the cracks and crevices down there. And so where all the cracks, where the crevices were, or where a stick used to be, but then it rotted away, that creates pockets. And the liquid would have flown into all of those pockets. And when it stopped and then it hardened over years, some bits of the opal will get colors, but other bits of it won't, and that's just called potch. So
Right.
once they find like the lead, so the lead could probably be about this thin, and the lead of it will be just potch. There won't be no color in it, and they'll follow that until they get to one bit that goes like this with a big pocket. And in that big pocket, they hope that there's opal color in it, but sometimes there's not.
It's something with a lot of fire in it and something beautiful. They are a beautiful stone. Well, I hope
Yeah,
the best for you in this new chapter in your adventures of Nikki. Nikki and Son Adventures.
yeah, I will be doing YouTube videos of, so once I get up there and settled, I'll go and climb down the hole, and I'll take my camera with me and I'll video it and put it on YouTube as well, so you can have a look.
That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Now I'm sure you're gonna be getting into your lapidary stuff a little bit more, huh?
Yeah, so the boys will get me setting jewelry and that, and we'll actually sell it, because Steve and the boys do, they sell opals. So they actually do 2 live shows on Facebook, and they do opal auctions. So they sell a lot of opal online, and then they'll be getting me to set a whole heap of opals, and they'll become for sale on their page as well.
Well, you still have your store too for your polished stones and your wire wrapping and your necklaces and stuff, your jewelry.
Yep. So some of the opals will go up for sale on my site, but they'll also go up for sale on their site. So whichever one sells first, and then it gets pulled down off of both. So
Cool.
yeah, we'll be making a lot more opal jewelry. I can hear you typing.
Yeah, I went to say hi to HD Shovelhead, but I had a blonde moment and had a typo. So I had to correct myself. Thank you
So
very
yeah,
much, GoPro Unlimited. What?
yeah, my opal necklaces will end up on my page as well as their page.
Cool, cool.
So, and on, have you watched or heard of the TV show The Opal Hunters?
I've think I've actually seen some of them.
Yeah, so the Opal Hunters, there's the young boys, they call them, or young, they're not young boys, but they call themselves the Young Guns on there.
Mm-hmm.
So on Monday, my partner Steve and the boys from, so that, well, they call themselves the Opal Munters, but anyway.
They call themselves young, but they're not very young.
No. So that my partner Steve and them, they have their opal mine, and they actually, their Facebook page is called the Opal Munters, and they will be going on Monday doing filming on with the Young Guns on the Opal Hunters TV show.
Oh, cool, sweet.
Yeah, so that'll
Excellent.
be good.
Before too long, you'll get, hey, we want to do a show about you, Nikki. You'll become a world famous celebrity, more than you are now. You're already a huge global celebrity.
Oh no! Did you see the flights have started opening again? Actually, we just had a few flights touchdown from America here in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So
they've started flying again.
They've opened things up a bit more. I know they closed you completely down for a while, huh?
2 years.
Completely shut down. No in, no out.
Yeah, it's been like that for the last 2 years, and now they've just started letting flights come in. So there's been the first ever flight that came in. I can't remember if it touched down. Came from Chicago, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All the way from the States, huh?
Yep.
Hey, Jason, welcome. Looks like
Is
a
that
new
Jason
name.
Keith?
Huh?
Jason Keith?
No.
Different Jason.
Jason, Wetter, Wetter. Is he a bloke of yours?
No.
Well, welcome anyway. Jason Keith was in Pennsylvania. I think he's on his way back. He's had a real hard time come upon him. His oldest boy passed away. So
Oh, that's not good.
yeah, so I was kind of worried about him and haven't heard from him in a while, so I kind of reached out to him and say, "Hey dude, are you still alive or what? Let me
Yeah.
know." and he let me know. So
Would you want me to let you go and see if anybody else wants to jump on with you?
if you want, Nikki, I don't know. I might just call it a night too. At least the show went on.
It did.
You know, it would have ended up being a great hour and a half with friends instead of 2 hours with friends. So, I appreciate you calling in though and giving us an update on all your happenings, sis. And I appreciate it.
That's all right. Lots going on at the moment and trying to organize group camp trip. So I had to send up a trailer load already with stuff I need right now and stuff I need to take for the group
So
camp trip.
your tumbler, your rocks, and all
My
that
my
went first.
my metal detectors, all of that went. Yep, because all my stuff's going into storage at the moment.
David Villa says, great, it's super hearing from you, Nikki. Congratulations on the move, Nikki, from our friend Amethyst.
Thank you.
All kinds of encouragement, sister. Well, excellent. Thanks for calling in and checking in and visiting with us, Nikki. We love you, sister.
That's right, and I will try and get videos up as soon as I can. And I'll pop in when I can. At the moment, I'm just up in the air trying to get 50 million things done.
Well, you have a lot going on. Get that done. We'll be waiting for them here and on Facebook. I always enjoy your posts in your group and on your page, so it's
No.
I take time once in a while. You know, if it isn't political and it's gold porn or treasure porn or pretty rocks, you know, something that makes me go, ooh, look. Um, yeah, you know how I can be, Nikki. So, um, it's thank you again. I I'm getting better. I've only been back to work since Monday. I've been sick
Yep.
for like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
So
not good.
it's probably best if I just end it. So, but can't beat a better guess. That reminds me, when's your winter start?
Let me think.
It'd be our spring, right? Would be
Yeah,
your
December,
fall.
summer, March, April, May is autumn. June, July, August is winter.
Okay, and what's your like Terry Marshall? You know that bloke.
Yep, I've met
Uh,
Terry.
right, and he's been a guest on your show.
Yep.
Um, what's his active mining season? When would be the best time to get a guy like that to be on the show?
Terry, they normally do like summer. Here in Australia, we can prospect all year round. Our winter, unless you live where it snows, and there's only a very small part in Australia that snows, and that's like near Thredbo and all of that. We prospect all year round. We don't get snow in most other parts. Like we can get cold and frost, but people will still prospect all year round in Australia.
Uh, late fees for me. Um, when it gets cold, Terry says. Well, it's cold right now, Terry. It's 37 degrees Fahrenheit out right now. That's getting cold for me. I'm not as young as I once was, and I don't snowboard no more for 10 years. So,
Well, I had to drive 6.5 hours just to get to the snow when I went to the snow.
really, boy, my.
So it snows, but it was 6.5 hours away from where I live. So now when I go, now if I wanted to go to the snow when I move to Lightning Ridge, it's going to be 17 hours drive for me to go to the snow. So
180-degree different than here, Ed. Yeah, pretty much, Dennis.
yeah. So Terry lives down in Victoria, and I'm in New South Wales. I met Terry at the Metal Detecting World Championships. There was actually a group of us that all met there for the first time, and we all hung out. And we've got a group name as well, but ours is a bit more rude than your LPPA one.
Right.
Ours is Team IB6UB9.
Right on. And maybe one day I'll become a member of that when I come to New South Wales. Because there's a few places I want to hit. I want to hit Tasmania. I want to hit New South Wales, Queensland,
And Victoria.
And Victoria, yeah.
And Western Australia. So pretty much there's only 2 states in Australia where people don't go prospect, or not for gold anyway. That would be South Australia and the Northern Territory. That nobody really talks about much gold in them places, or nobody goes for
Northern
prospecting.
Territory, like right under Papua New Guinea. That part would be, I'd take it, be northern.
Up the top, right in the middle.
Okay. And then where's like Melbourne?
Melbourne's down the bottom near Tasmania. So you have to
right,
go to
but
Melbourne.
what state's that?
Melbourne is in Victoria, and then you can catch the ferry across from near Melbourne, Victoria, to get to Tasmania.
I knew a girl from Yahoo Chat. Me and my friend took her to Disneyland when she came and visited. She lived in a port that had a ferry to Tasmania.
Yep. So that's down in Victoria.
Inverloch.
I don't know where that is, but Terry might.
Inverloch. I don't know. Here, I'll turn on my camera and maybe you could see it.
Okay. If that's in Victoria, Terry would maybe know.
I believe it's would be west of Sydney or Melbourne, I mean. Not Sydney, Melbourne.
Yeah.
I believe it's towards that part. I'd have to look again. Thank you, Terry Marshall, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Envelope is in the Gimps land near Phillips Island.
Yeah, Gippsland.
Or catch a plane across. It's not even half an hour flight. Well, that sure beats a long ferry ride.
Yeah, the ferry ride's longer than the half an hour plane ride.
Yeah, I could probably do a weekend special. Of course, it wouldn't be Tuesday Night Hangout Live, Mayhem, but we could do some kind of special. I've done stuff like that before. And they're always fun. I love being live anyway. I get to talk to everyone out there, play with my chroma key on my program, and talk to great people like you and Nikki.
Do you know what's funny? What people don't see when they're watching the show like they are now. On this end here, I'm sitting here talking to a cartoon picture of Ed because Ed never ever puts his camera on.
Well, I don't want two cameras operating when I'm going live, you know. That way I'm eating up more of my RAM and more stuff are going. And I want to look the best for them out there. You know what I
So we
mean?
get the cartoon
So
version on
you
this.
get the picture of me that Ganna drew, and you get a cartoon character of Ed winking at you. In a gold pan to boot. I would love to go there too, drum to deck, but I'd like to see all of Australia, even I guess looking so you're on the West Coast, right? Or East Coast? You're on the East Coast. So I'd like to go to the Southwest, which would be the Great Barrier Reef, right?
Yep.
And I'd love to go to Tas. I'd love to go to Melbourne, Sydney. I'd love to just paddle out at Bells Beach. You know, I surfed in my adolescence and in my childhood and a young adulthood until I was in my late 20s and before I moved out away from California. I moved away from California because I was stupid younger, and if I didn't, and the people I hung out with, I'd either be dead now or in prison. So I moved, and it's been the best thing I ever did in my life, and I'm 99.9% sure it saved my life. So,
you'd probably need about a year.
Oh, if I go to Australia, it ain't gonna be for no weekend, honey. I'm not gonna take a 16-hour flight or even probably longer than that. I'd probably be on a plane and in the airports for 24 hours at least. Shit, it was like that, our trip to California, spent a whole flippin' day in an airport. Worst birthday I ever had. I think it was my actual birthday that happened. But the trip was great. Once we got on the plane and to our destination, it was awesome, Nikki. But yeah, I'm sure it'd be a long flight and stuff. So I definitely I I probably end up being like my friend Jeff Fox, a surfing buddy of mine from Newport Beach. He threw away his passport when he landed in Australia and ended up being there for like 5 years.
Yep.
He was illegal. So I thought I could very well possibly end up being like that, you know. Passport, I lost it. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to stay here for a decade, you know. Yeah, Ed's Roadshow. But yeah, I would definitely make a month or two out of it. I'd love to see you meet people like Red Dog Anthony, you know, and oh shoot, damn it, I really like the guy too, and I knew his name a second ago, and I go say it, and I forget it. But he works out of mine. He's a prospector. He's a YouTube. He hasn't done a lot lately, I don't think.
Yeah.
Um,
Just like Tassie Boys prospecting and Tassie Tea
oh,
down there.
I'd love to meet, yeah,
David
Levi
Buckle.
and David Buckle and um, yeah, those definitely. Um, meet Sean and
Yeah.
Chris and just
It's good because all of us that you want to see are all up and down the coast of New South Wales, Victoria, Tassie, and Queensland.
so it'd be a nice little road trip through the land of Oz. We're hanging out with,
Along the way through.
yeah, that'd be definitely a trip of a lifetime. I've always wanted to go there, but at one part of my life it was, the bronze Aussies and surfing, Shane Horan and all the surfers and following them and um then now it's gold. How priorities change when people grow, the older people get. But um yeah. I'd love to get there someday. Uh, I like your history. It kind of parallels ours to a degree, but you haven't had a Revolutionary War against the Queen, have you? So,
No.
uh, you better work on that. So,
Hmm.
uh, hey, Kevin Hubbard, how you doing? Miss Laurel's in the house. You two on a date, actually. Fabulous. Thanks for jumping in. Well, I think I'll let you go, Nikki. We're
Yeah,
quarter
I'll jump
till
off.
the hour. I appreciate you calling in, and we'll see you soon, all right?
Yep, will do, and I'll keep you all up to date with how things are traveling.
Sounds good.
All
And
right, bye,
bye
bye, everybody.
bye.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya. Oh, hey, now my camera's working. I didn't turn off my camera after I saw or showed her the postcard. Here's the postcard I was showing her. It's where a friend of mine lives in Australia. Known her. I met her once. Me and my good friend, my late friend David Gates, took her to Disneyland when she visited us in Anaheim. Used to talk with her on Yahoo Chat. Actually, where I met my better half, Judy. Same chat room, actually. But Luke Duke, good to see you, everybody. If you don't know who Nikki is, go visit her. She's an awesome gal, into all kinds of really cool things. Makes beautiful jewelry too. Hey, Yahoo Gold Prospecting with Terry. Something gem prospecting, if I remember right. It's been a long time since you changed your name. That place, Ed, is hour and a half drive. Melbourne, Lower West. Melbourne's like in the middle, I think. Oh, this place. I think it's heading towards Sydney, though, from Melbourne. That place, it is an hour and a half drive. Okay. This place, Yahoo, Inverloch. She gave me a little koala bear, too. He's out in my shed. Actually, wonder if you could see him. Oh, yeah, here. See him over there? There's a horn with a mouse on top, the blowhole that Benzo, or was it JP Bonanza? JP Lanzamore, or was it Benzo? One of them gave me that horn. And I would walk around Flash Bash going through it. But you see the Flash Bash sticker on the bottom, and straight that way, there's that little koala. Yeah, that's what my friend gave me. If I remember right, her name was Kathy. It's been a long time, over 20 years. And remember, I'm getting old and I'm partially blonde. So. Audra, if you watch a replay, thank you very much for joining us tonight, or joining me. Toledo Jess, I hope you feel much better and are able to join us next week when we have Drum and Detect, our own friend Joel, with us next week. That should be a really good time. And the weekend after that, we're having Matt, Ski Searcher, with us. So mark your calendar down for those days. And they're all listed on my channel already. The 13th, I'll be having another auction if you would like to hop in and see what I have for sale. Check it out. A strong majority of that stuff comes from my personal collection I've had for years. And some of it's part of mine and my dad and mine's collection. Some of it I get to carry on to my friends out there. Blonde in one eye and can't see out of the other. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, my friend GoPro Unlimited. Funny. Maybe. I know how you love Morgans. Good luck to everyone gonna be digging this coming weekend, and have a great rest of the week. Hopefully I'll have my whole crew back with me next week. But I'm glad I didn't cancel. The show must go on. Why? Because I love you all. And on that note, may you always have a flash in your pan. And you know what I always say. Ask Jesse or Dano. Ask Ottis, my host, or my host Rose, or ask Heavy Metal Detective, or American Gold Prospectors, or Ottis Farris, or I am feeling better. Thank you very much, Drum Detect, JP and Benzo. Maybe one day too, I'll meet you on the river. Thank you for the well wishes and getting better, everybody. I greatly appreciate you. You put me in your thoughts and prayers. Hope to see you next week or sooner. Love you all. Good night and God bless. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.